We're here at Sun 'n Fun, and we've got a brand new airplane we want to look at. I'm talking with Roger Duper today, the great test pilot with more time in Zenith airplanes than just about anybody, I'm thinking, and certainly very competent. How long have you been working for the company, Roger?
It's been 20 years this year.
Is it really? Congratulations then, 20-year anniversary.
Thank you.
So that's great. Well, you've got a brand new one here for us. To me, Roger, this looks like a 750 STOL.
The main difference between the 750 Cruiser and the STOL is we no longer have the slats. So we have a different airfoil on the 750 Cruiser, so we can gain a little bit of
the airfoil as well as the lack of a slat. The actual shape of it has changed somewhat. Okay, so
yes.
This is a whole new wing, even though it looks similar.
Exactly.
Okay.
And then we had to beef up the structure inside the wing because now we went to a single strut instead of having two struts and a jury strut system.
Oh yeah, no jury strut either, I noticed. Okay.
So that cleaned it up a little bit too.
Uh-huh.
And not only that is we changed the whole tail section too. We don't have just a full moving rudder now. We have a vertical stabilizer, and then we have a rudder on the tail section.
Oh yeah, okay. So those differences do what for the airplane?
We wanted to have a little higher cruise speed, and right now we're cruising 118. We've only tried and tested miles an hour.
Okay.
And we wanted to make it a little easier for guys to land and take off flying the airplane. The 750, as you know, is a STOL airplane. You can develop sink rates because you want to land as short as you can.
Right. The idea is to get it in small spaces, so sink rate is good.
Exactly.
High sink rate is good, I should say.
And the 750 Cruiser is more of a traditional landing. No power,
little shallower,
very shallow. But we didn't lose the stall speed. The stall speed's still 38, 39 miles an hour, whereas the 750 is 35. So we didn't lose too much.
Is that a function of the different airfoil then? Because otherwise, how does that work without the slat?
Well, it's still a very, very thick airfoil, so we got a lot of characteristics there.
So why would you do all these things?
Well, all of our customers, or new customers or existing customers, wanted to go a little faster.
Okay. So what is the difference in speed?
About 18 miles an hour. If you go with the Jabiru engine or
from
the
like
UL
100
power,
to 118 then?
Yes.
Is that the number? Well, that's
that's
20% more. That's quite a bit.
Yes, it is.
Cool. So is the center, the fuselage part of the airplane the same?
The majority of the fuselage on the 750 STOL and the Cruiser are the same. The only differences is the instrument panel. We made it a little bit wider and a little bit deeper to handle more instruments and make it more conventional.
You're going to make more cross-country flights. You're going to want more stuff in the panel. Anything else though? And what's the build process? Is it similar to the 750 STOL?
It's still a matched hole kit. All the parts are pre-drilled, pre-cut, and ready for assembly.
Okay. And build time differences?
Well, we don't have exact numbers yet.
Sure, this is brand new for you.
But it's going to be a lot less than the 750 STOL is because we dropped one strut, the jury struts, and the slats.
All right, well, the nose looks a little different to me as well. Obvious you're using the UL power, you got it right on the side of the fuselage. Why this engine, and what's been your experience with the engine, Roger?
Well, we installed the UL power engine in our 650 about 2 years ago. We have the 350 IS, which is a 130 horse engine.
Okay.
And it's fuel injection, FADEC. It's very reliable. We probably have 350 to 400 hours on it. Very little problem so far.
Okay, this has got the FADEC system on it, the full authority digital engine control, I believe.
Correct.
Is what that stands for. What's been your experience with the 300 hours you got on the other aircraft?
We've had no electrical issues at all. Computers or electrical. Starting cold, I mean, it's all computer done for you. So it
knows this stuff,
right? It knows the temperature, the cranking, yes. Yes, you just got to get used to it. It's something different.
So what do you have to get used to? What do you do differently?
What you have to get used to is you don't do anything.
Right, we just talked about the engine outside, and you said it's pretty easy, but still there's always a start procedure. So we got the new UL power engine, this 130 horse guy that's going to haul us down the road fast. What do we do different, Roger?
On starting the 350 IS, what you do is you turn on your master switch, which turns on the ECU unit, which turns on your fuel pump for the engine, your main fuel pump. And that actually primes the engine. And then you're ready to start, you just turn the key.
So there's no choke?
No choke at all. It's all temperature related. It's got sensors to tell you what temperature to start it.
So you basically alert the computer, hey, I want to go fly and get this thing ready for me.
Correct. And then I have a backup fuel pump for takeoff and landing.
Okay, and that's just on for those operations.
Correct.
Well, that's pretty simple, but that's the idea, I guess, huh? Now, I'm noticing, as we do this, two features always stand out with me with this airplane. I love the Y stick, is what I call it. Is that how you refer to it?
Yes, the center Y stick.
Center Y stick. because it's a comfortable position, first of all. If the hand goes nicely to that position rather than this way or this way, and for an instructor following along, well, you're right on the stick with them and you can see what they do. You know, the student can see what's going on in the case of you're transitioning somebody to this airplane from another airplane, so some instruction may be needed. And also throttles on both sides of the cockpit. So each of you has a throttle, which is a nice thing, rather than having to reach across or to the center or whatever. But do you offer a variation on the Y stick?
We do have a dual stick option for guys who like 2 sticks, but the only disadvantage to the dual stick, it's going to be a little bit more difficult to get in and out. With the center stick, it makes it very easy to get in and out.
Yeah, just turn around, sit down, swing your legs in.
Exactly.
Speaking of which, now this was a feature on the 750 STOL as well, compared to the 701, as I recall, where the door goes further forward here. And this is right about where you bring your foot in. I mean, even I could do it from outside the airplane here easily. For some of us that are getting a little less agile than we used to be, that's a nice feature. Thanks for that. So, people aren't all the same size either, Roger. How do we adjust this airplane for different people to different size?
The standard kit, the seats actually bolt down to the seat frame, but we have an option for adjustable seats.
Ah, okay.
That's full forward and full back.
Oh, wow.
Very easy, and you have a handle up here to grab onto so you can adjust the seat in flight.
And looking at the back of the airplane, I mean, you got this one finished off really nice. Oh, the seats go forward, that's cool. Look at all the room back here. I can hardly reach to the back. How much stuff can you put back here?
We allow 40 pounds for weight and balance.
Okay.
So it depends on what engine you're going to put in. You can actually have a little bit more than 40
Yeah,
pounds
so
for
you are
CG.
going to offer some choices in engines too then?
Correct.
What other engines are available for people?
You can go from a Continental 200, Jabiru, Rotax, UL Power, Honda Viking, any of those small engines.
Okay, you guys have always been a great support for about any engine somebody wants. Well, I think that's a lot of things. Is there anything about the Cruiser that you'd say that we haven't talked about today, Roger?
We do have a larger instrument panel, so you can have more instruments, and the 750 Cruiser, when you're flying straight and level, the nose is about 3 degrees down from the 750 STOL, so you have more forward visibility on level flight.
Okay, cool. Well, that's neat. I think we've given people a lot of information here, but you guys got a great website. Tell us what it is and where we go find more about the 750 Cruiser and all the rest of your line, Roger.
It's zenithair.com for if you want to view the 750 Cruiser.
Zenithair.com. I have some news about the 750 Cruiser already on my website. Hopefully later a pilot report. I'll lean on Roger for that. All that'll be available on bydanjohnson.com or bydanjohnson.com. Thanks for joining us here at Sun and Fun.